Welcome back, guys, to another episode of A Journey to Owning a Bakery. This episode, we're going to be buying that second field, and that was going to be the start of the episode, but then this contract popped up, and so I'm going to speed through this real quick, but yeah, the goal for today is going to be to buy field 46, which, well, I guess the goal for the rest of the day, and then we're gonna probably skip over into next month, and that'll then give us the ability to work both of our fields. I'm betting we're probably gonna have to do a little bit of prep on 45. I don't know how much is gonna need to be done on 46, but potentially everything from lime fertilizing, and then the overall plan is going to be probably to either put wheat in it or potentially barley. One or the other, just as kind of a cash crop. More than likely, we aren't really going to do too much with it other than just sell it. We might, if we are able to fit in enough contracts, we might be able to buy the wheat processing, the grain mill, and then turn it into flour. Obviously, that would probably actually mean that we wouldn't be able to sell it for even longer. So that'll just be stuff that we got to figure out. But at least for now, this cultivating contract popped up, and for the price, it was pretty nice. This was probably my last fertilizing, yeah. But in terms of contracts on this map, this is one of the better ones, and so I was like, well, have a really hard time turning that down. So we'll get to it. We'll cultivate it up. It'll take us some time since we don't really have a gigantic cultivator, but I figured might as well make a little bit more money before we inevitably get to our two fields, the two fields that we will soon own, which I guess I do have enough money. So for now, at the very least, I can buy field 46. Actually, let's see. That one has a yield of 115. 43 is 109. So yeah, we'll do 46 for now. I think it's a little bit cheaper too. Yeah, so yeah, we'll do field 46. That means we've got 45, 46, and we will start looking to actually do our own fields, which will obviously be a lot more profitable and will be kind of just more fun because I always enjoy working my field. But for now, I will speed this up for you guys, and I'll catch you back on the other side. And there we go. All nice and buttoned up. Close up the cultivator. Head back. Get a good night's sleep. And we will be back tomorrow actually working our own fields, which is pretty cool. Definitely adds a little bit more flavor to the game. Although contract work does pay. But, yeah. Both of these fields should be able to get half decent yield. I mean, it's still, neither of them are like huge fields by any means. Just actually leave this maybe over here. This looks like a nice little patch of grass. Perfect for it. Alright, tractor away. At some point, I need to get a pressure washer to actually clean this stuff up. Unimog can stay over there. Probably gonna use it for the trailer anyway. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I'll just think, plan for the day probably would be thinking like maybe get out some lime. I think that'd be a pretty good idea. Can't remember if have I purchased precision farming? Alright, it does look like I did. So pH, bad. Let's see, what do you got for me over here? Ah, yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't own this. So let's see. Precision farming. Precision farming is always a little interesting. Sometimes I've had to repurchase soil samples. I used to do the soil sampling myself, and it just, I don't know, it just always seemed to forget the soil quality. Sometimes I would see it, sometimes I wouldn't see it, and I've had to repurchase it, and I don't know, 6 of one, half dozen the other, but we've got both of them for now. We can get our spreader going, spread out some lime, get that pH to where we want it. I guess technically, I mean pH, I guess it's just pH, but I think our seeder fertilizes as we go, so that makes that nice and easy. This is probably, let's see if we can just get that to pop back in there. Nope, doesn't want to work with me today. Alright, let's just take this over here, do a little unload. We can grab it. Super strength is one of the mods that we have just because it makes life a little bit easier for little things like this. Usually this accepts them on the pallet or the bag and I can just kind of throw it right in here. But I guess not today. But that is easy enough. And if I wanted to go full realistic, I could get into doing forklifts and front loaders and everything, but I don't know. I've played that route, gone that route, and the physics in this game are just, they're interesting. And so I just grabbed the super strength mod. Makes my life a lot easier. Don't really have to think about it. Let's just do one, and we'll get going with this. Pretty sure one load should be able to do the whole field. But yeah, we're gonna lime up these 2 fields. The other field probably will take a couple rounds, but then we'll probably, I mean, yeah, it's September, so we can do either barley or wheat. I think we'll probably, I don't know, I don't think, I might have a crop rotation mod going right now, and I might take a look at that and see what kind of options are out there for best yield practices and just maximizing these 2 fields. I mean, that one just had wheat. I don't know how well the mod will do with the idea that I didn't own that, but I guess we'll find out. But yeah, I mean, this is nice and easy. I do like this spreader. Oh man, it does actually look like I'm gonna have to go get some more. Dang. Alright, I guess the pH was maybe a little bit lower than I thought, but yeah, this is just, it's easy enough. Simple little spreader. 2,000 liters isn't bad in terms of capacity, and it looks like we'll probably end up right around where we need to be to fill up anyway, so that worked out pretty well actually. But yeah, we'll get this topped up and then we'll get both of these fields taken care of. Alright, and that's it for liming. Nice and easy. Put this back here in the shed and we'll grab the seeder. Gonna have to load this sucker up. I might not have fertilizer, but I think we'll probably get this nice loaded up, set up, and that might though be it for this episode. Let's see, what do I have? Solid fertilizer, sweet, and then seeds. Don't have any seeds. Alright, well, let's go grab some of those real quick. My current goal is to try and not let episodes go too long, because I mean, A, we're kind of in like the TikTok world now where like everything needs to be a little less on the long form side of things, and even getting 15-20 minutes is obviously a lot more than TikTok, but still nice and easy, kind of just easier to consume if things are kept in a little bit of a shorter form. But let's see, we need some seeds. Let's just probably get 3. That might be too much, but I can come back and grab the other one. Let's see here. Yeah, I can't actually remember how much this seeder can handle. Decent amount, I think, but significantly less than I thought, but that's still pretty good. We can come back for the rest of that, but yeah, that'll be, oh my, okay, yeah, that'll be it for now, and when I come back with you guys, we will be putting seed in the ground. Alright, or actually, I don't know, maybe I'll just turn it off, I'll get the seed in the ground, I don't know. Honestly, kind of interesting to figure out what exactly people prefer, if they actually want to see stuff on time lapse, or if you want to just have some of that done off screen. I don't know, but maybe I'll begin the next episode and we'll just do a quick time lapse of putting the seed in, and then we'll get on to whatever else we're gonna do during that episode. But I'll figure that out. And I will catch you guys when we come back for the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.